You might be damaging your brain health and memory every day without realizing it. Our seemingly normal modern routines are actually snapping apart neural connections. We possess the most advanced biological computer on Earth, yet as a species we suffer from rates of cognitive decline that no other organism faces. This damage operates invisibly in the background. It shows up first as afternoon brain fog or forgetting a familiar route, long before it becomes a severe medical issue. Our sheer intelligence allowed us to engineer a highly comfortable modern world. Ironically, that very environment slowly degrades the biological hardware that was structured to build it. To understand where our brains go wrong, we must look to the wild. Animals act as a perfect biological control group, keeping their minds sharp. Consider an elephant that can recall the exact location of a watering hole decades after a single visit, or a Clark's nutcracker bird that memorizes the burial sites of tens of thousands of seeds across miles of forest. These creatures maintain intense neuroplasticity, the brain's physical ability to constantly rewire and regenerate its own neural pathways. Their pathways stay robust because their survival demands constant, instinctual engagement with their physical surroundings, rather than a completely passive, predictable existence. These behaviors suggest that maintaining mental plasticity isn't a matter of luck, but a result of the constant cognitive demands found in the designed natural world. The modern human environment strips those inherent protections away. We trade the demanding precision of the wild for absolute convenience. The first major culprit is chronic circadian disruption. While animals sync their sleep cycles perfectly to the rise and fall of the sun, our exposure to artificial screens deep into the night fractures our internal clocks. Then there is how we navigate. An animal actively computes complex foraging routes every single day. We completely outsource our spatial navigation to digital GPS. When you stop tracking your own position in space, your hippocampus, the engineered center of the brain responsible for spatial awareness and forming memories, actually begins to shrink in volume. Finally, our fuel sources have changed. Instead of the raw, unoxidized nutrients found in nature, we consume highly processed diets that bathe our tissues in inflammatory compounds. In our pursuit of a frictionless life, we trick our brains into a state of biological self-destruction. To see exactly how these three habits erase memory, we have to look at the microscopic damage happening inside your head. The brain features an intricately designed internal cleaning mechanism. In deep sleep, blue cerebrospinal fluid rushes through the tissue to flush out toxic metabolic waste. When circadian disruption fragments your sleep, this critical washing cycle never fully activates. Without that nightly pressure wash, sticky proteins called amyloid plaques accumulate, physically choking the gaps between your neurons. Next, the inflammatory compounds from processed diets force your surrounding blood vessels to constrict. This chokes off vital oxygen to areas that are already struggling to communicate. And here is the breaking point. Because your hippocampus shrinks from lack of spatial use, your production of brain-derived neurotrophic factor, or BDNF, plummets. Think of BDNF as dynamic biological fertilizer. Without it, your brain literally cannot grow the new healthy connections required to bypass those toxic plaque blockages. What feels like a perfectly comfortable Tuesday is actually a microscopic gauntlet, actively dismantling your memory centers. The good news is that you don't need to abandon civilization and move into the woods. You just need to consciously engineer your daily routine to match specific built-in animal instincts. First, You must secure immediate exposure to raw sunlight the moment you wake up. This hard resets your circadian rhythm, helping ensure that your deep sleep washing cycle can properly trigger that night. Second, turn off the GPS for familiar routes. By actively navigating and problem-solving your environment without digital assistance, you force your hippocampus to expand and rebuild its physical density. Third, integrate specific unoxidized dietary compounds like raw omega-3s and dark leafy greens that address neuroinflammation and help restore oxygen-rich blood flow to starving tissue. Treat these 3 fixes as necessary biological directives required to support your cognitive health. The human brain is a highly adaptable, dynamically rebuilding machine. When you adopt these instinctual behaviors, the production of neuroprotective chemicals like BDNF can surge back, aiding the repair of damaged neural pathways. As the physical tissue is supported, brain fog often lifts and memory retention becomes more stable. Identifying these hidden daily mistakes and realigning your environment with your brain's biological requirements is a vital step toward maintaining long-term mental clarity. Subscribe to the channel for more ways to protect your health. And don't forget to turn notifications on. It's free and it only takes a second, and by subscribing helps us to create more content like this one. Thanks for watching.